The following program is an OCAmedia community-produced episode of Oregon Life. We would like to thank our sponsors, the Oregon Brooklyn Optimist Club and the Oregon Freemasons. We are proud to have you as our sponsors.
Hello, we are the band Friedrich Rau, and we are called after our main singer Friedrich Rau, and this is Friedrich Rau.
That's me.
And that's him. And I am Tim, I am the guitar player of the band and the songwriter, and we are here in America, and we're doing a cultural exchange, and actually every one of us did a workshop with students through Wisconsin and Minnesota, and I was talking about German history and songwriting in my workshop.
Yes, and I put it a little bit out of my face so you can see me. So we have a special song written for this workshop. It's called Building Bridges, and what I really love to say is that building bridges for us is not only building bridges from Germany to the United States or from our state Saxony to Wisconsin. It's also tear down walls between us in each country. So there are walls between different parties, different politicians in Germany and in the US as well. So our workshop is not only about music, sampling, storytelling, it's also about let's bring together what belongs together and don't fight so much. So this is one of our big aims for this workshop and concert day.
So yeah, and I'm the drummer of Friedrich Rau's band, and my plans are my plan was it to make samples with the students in the workshop, as I do it as my drums. So I play drums with a right hand, and I try to play samples and DJ stuff with the left hand. So I'm like a little bit hybrid drummer, and I try to figure out how the students sample or they collect sounds in the room to make their own loops, and it was very fun to play with the loops of the students.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so I just got the information back from Friedrich. He said he won't come out here if you're not here in the front dancing with us. So please get over your seats and come up here to us.
Ich seh dich schon auf deinem Flurkaum und von großen kleinen Träumen. Wenn du die Augen offen hältst und dir selbst vertraust, wirst du auch keine Chance versäumen. Ich kann nicht sehen, was in dir vorgeht, und es wird auch so bleiben. Kann nur erahnen, dass auch mal ein Wind weht.
So our story is very interesting, I think, because it began during COVID. Because I'm a musical actor and I always wanted to make my own album. And during COVID, there was no shows possible and theaters were closed. So I was at home and I thought, like, what am I doing now? And I started to play live stream concerts through the internet. And I sat on my piano and played some songs. And sometimes I also played songs from myself. And all the people that watched it and listened to it, they said, yeah, you have to do an album. And it grew the more and more, and there came this day when I said, okay, let's make a test about it. If I do a fundraising, and if I can get $10,000 or euros, then I will make an album. And if I get 5,000 more, I will do a music video clip. And it took one day, one day to earn this money, and then there was no turning back. It was a one-way ticket to this album, and I thought like, oh my God, I now have to do it. And this was the point where Tim came in, because I knew it should be in German language, it should be pop music, but I didn't actually know which kind of music it's gonna be. And I knew Tim, I went to him and I said, I will do an album, are you in? And this is how the kind of music started we are doing.
Yeah, and for me it was like I was playing in a German singer-songwriter duo. I was touring 10 years through Germany, and when COVID hit, we couldn't play anymore, and we kind of decided to just not do it anymore, because it was just such a hard lifestyle to be on tour all the time. And actually I wanted to get more into teaching guitar. That's what I'm doing now. But after half a year during that time, I really felt already that I missed this whole music thing and started writing songs. And then I met Friedrich, and he asked me, do we want to do this together? And I kind of was free again for a new project. And yeah, it was actually the January 1st, 2021, we just accidentally met on the street. And he said, Tim, I'm going to record an album. I was like, oh, that's so cool for you. You need some help. And he said, yes. It was kind of like that. And then we tried it out. I wrote some jazzy songs with German lyrics. It really fitted well to the idea we had. And we needed someone to kind of like make our ideas that we had in our head, to bring it in reality. And this is where Friedrich said, I know a guy back from Weimar where I studied. I think he could be the right one. And here he is.
Here he is. I think I did the same thing as Friedrich. I started live streaming during COVID, and so I had a bunch of videos to show where I play left-sided samples and DJ stuff and right-sided drums. So I was asked from Friedrich if I could do some DJ things and play drums, and I said, of course, it's no problem. So that's my thing. And so we started to rehearsal, and yeah, now we are in the USA. Will these both say to this topic, but in my opinion, to connect people in music, you can do it with everything, not only with some text. You can do it with playing drums, like groups of playing drums together. They get in groove, so they have an understanding of it. There's no problem to be black, white, yellow, purple, and you can play music together without any problems.
Yeah, I think I'm a very positive mensch, a very positive person, and for me, I always try to. In Germany, I sometimes say infect the people with.
That's in English.
Infect. No, I wanted to say infect.
But in English it is affect.
All right.
Yeah.
So I want to affect the people with my positive energy, and I think that works with music the most. So our music is most times very, very happily. So sometimes there are serious topics at all, but I always try to find a good end for that. There's a song, it's called As Long It Goes. In Germany it's Solange es geht. And all we want to say is be thankful for the privilege you have. And I think even in the US and also in Germany, we are privileged. We have a lot of money, we have all the chances, and there are so many people in this world who don't have those chances. And that's why I really want to say be thankful for having such a good life. And this is what our music is about too.
Yeah. Well, your question is very interesting and go more in depth with music, and I can just say I think music really connects, and I touch on what Stahl was saying. It's like a universal language. It's like you don't talk. I mean, of course, our songs have lyrics and we want to say something, but the actually magic happens between each other when we start dancing, when we just sing. It's just so universal, and it's kind of like all the other stuff, the too much thinking is then away, you know. So it's like this energy that's really cool. So I hope in our concert that all the students are coming down here in the first row, and we're just gonna have like a celebration and a party, and I think this really connects people. That's actually why the song in the chorus starts with "Would you want to dance with me?" So we want to build this bridge between those different thoughts that people have just in doing something together. And this is dancing and singing and celebrating life through music.
Yeah.
There was a funny thing. I figured out what Sebastian did, because he was doing live streams too as me, but he was doing really awesome things because he played drums and also produced some music to it, and it was electro swing sessions he did. And this was exactly our idea, how to put some jazzy tunes into a more modern style. And I came up with the idea, try to connect old tunes from Glenn Miller, Duke Ellington, together with house beats, sampling, DJ stuff, and he was exactly perfect for it. And I saw even a live stream. This was so funny because he played computer with his drums, and you can watch it on Twitch, I think.
Not anymore because it's too old.
Yeah, but the videos.
The video's on YouTube.
Videos on YouTube. He played a game, and he triggered the controller with his drums, and it was so funny. And this is how Sebastian works. He's a playing kid,
yeah.
And that's all we need. That's all we need.
You're also a playing kid.
Yeah,
Yes.
you see, there's a big connection to the internet, and we actually once had a rehearsal where we're actually kind of like at home, or like he was in his rehearsal room, but Friedrich was in
Frankfurt.
Fulda,
It was maybe on tour,
and it was Matze. We had a bass player for a couple of times. He was in Frankfurt, so we were like on different places, and we could use the internet to perform with each other, and it was actually working pretty well. So your question. Yeah, it's actually wonderful how this developed. You have so much more freedom now. You can market yourself and everything, and so there are a lot of positive things. Or like even like recording material. Like you actually just need a computer and a good microphone, and you can have your own recording studio at home. Like back in the day, they cost a lot of money to just record. But on the other hand, there are some negative things too about it, because all of a sudden everybody,
Everybody's able to record.
yeah, and the market is full, and everybody is actually also kind of like with the elbows working against each other, because you're kind of like fighting for attention.
And an artificial intelligence, for example, can write a good song either. So
Also, yeah, and so it's like both good and bad, but we can actually say, if we wouldn't have the possibility, we probably wouldn't have grouped it together.
and
You know?
we're now here in the United States, and we don't have time to cut those reels, those videos we need for social media. So every one of us is uploading everyday images and videos to a cloud. And one guy, a friend of
Germany.
us, our other technician, he's sitting in Germany, and he cuts those pictures and videos for us, and we put it on the internet. And he doesn't has to be here to do it. And without internet, it would not be possible.
And we wouldn't even be here. I mean, Sarah,
Yeah.
she's the teacher in Wisconsin that discovered us, and she said, I want to do a Zoom call with that singer from Germany.
Yeah.
And this is how Friedrich got into this group of kids, and they all liked it, and you were in the classroom, and were talking about us, and then she said, do you want to do a tour in America? So we could have never thought of anything like that if we would be just in Germany.
Yeah.
So this is actually the perfect example for this whole thing.
Absolutely, and Sarah was we were in the classroom, and her students they asked me some questions, and I played some tunes from us on the piano, and this was such a I cannot believe it when I'm talking about it, because this is how we came here, because a German teacher from Wisconsin, from Ripon High School, discovered me and us, and she was so crazy to organize a tour through Illinois, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, and now we're really here. So this is awesome.
And in 5 minutes we have to play.
So we need to change.
We have to change because we are visitors.
We hope to come back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
See you
for your
soon.
attention.
Ich hab versucht, meine Kette zu sein, und halt mich mal frei. Wenn ich bestimmt so den Weg gemeint habe, verzeih, ob ich ein Fehler mache. Womit du die Seiten füllst.